Hi, welcome to On the Daily Season 2, a podcast focusing on authentic and acoustic entrepreneurship. My name is Danielle McCleary. I am your host. Y'all, I just left a 9-year fitness career to pursue full-time entrepreneurship. So I am in the trenches with you, but I got big dreams of being a millionaire and helping other people to become millionaires as well. So together, we're going from stuck to unstoppable, and I'm so excited that you're here for this ride. Let's freaking go. Hi, welcome back. This is Danielle, your host. If this is your first time listening to our show, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It is almost the end of the year. We are only a few days away from the end of the year. And I don't know, I just feel like everybody always has weird energy around this time of year because people are like, I'm going to start something. I'm going to change my whole life in January. And then people just wait till January. And I've noticed this a lot with coaching and mentorship. People are, I'm going to invest in my business next month. I'm going to invest in, my coach. I'm going to finally do the thing. I'm going to jump into that program, but I'm going to wait till January. And I don't know why people do that. I don't know why we wait till January to do things, because time isn't real and it's just another lap around the clock. But I guess there is a symbolism to it. Today I'm going to talk about having a mentor and what that actually does for you and why that's actually important. Because I think we get it confused. I think we get mentorship confused with coaching. And I'm going to share it with you. First, though, I wanted to share about the society. I haven't talked about the society that much, but I think the society is probably going to be one of the most important things that I launch in the new year. It is a membership container. So essentially what it is you pay monthly or you can pay in full for the year, and you get access to every single thing I've done already as far as masterclasses and group programs are concerned. So any masterclass I've ever done, any group program I've ever done, whether that be Selling Fiercely, Intuition, Authority, Power, lots of different courses, you have access to, as well as anything I do in 2023. So that could be any masterclass that I do. I usually do at least one a month. Any group live program I do, which I usually do one a month. And you get access to all of it for one fee. You pay per month. Most people will probably pay per month. And you get access for the year, it's a whole year, and access to everything I've already done. So if you're a person who's watched me put out master classes and group programs and you're like, oh, I just want to be in all of these, this is for you. This is the thing that's going to turn you on the most, because it's easy. You don't have to think about it. You just pay to be a part of the society and you get access to everything. You get automatically added to everything I do, minus masterminds and obviously private mentorship. That is something separate. But any course I do, any masterclass I do, any workshop I do, you get access to. And I just think it's a really great idea. I'm I would join that because, when you find a coach that you like, you want to do everything they can. But if you add it all up, that costs money. And my masterclasses and group programs range anywhere from $149 to $3,000. That's a huge investment. And if you're just paying per month right now, you can literally jump in to the society for $8,888 or $741 a month. $741 a month, and you get access to everything. That's a steal. If that doesn't turn you on and make you go, ooh, I don't know what will. Because once we hit the new year, that price jumps up to $12,000 pay in full for the year, or $1,111 a month. So now's the time, because you can save $400, which is amazing. So that's what I'm doing. And I think that it is going to be a game changer in the coaching industry, because, to just pay for program after program after program, that's costly. It costs money. And this way you can just know that you're going to be a part of it, and you're just going to be you're in the society. You pay, you're automatically added. You don't have to think about it. And you just get this constant feed of personal growth and personal development and things that actually grow you and change you. And it's not just this, the mentality is different because you're committed to your growth. And I think too many people try to do these one and done one night stands with a coaching program, hoping that it's going to change your whole life. And that's just really not what it's about. What it's about is committing to your growth and like letting that commitment have staying power. So what the society does is it gives you staying power. It gives you the opportunity to continuously grow yourself, your brand, your business, your relationships over time, because you're getting all the programs. So no matter what I launch, it could be a program about leadership. It could be a program about money. It could be a relaunch of a program I've already done. You get access to it. So join the society. You can click the link in our show notes to register for that. Or if you have questions, come over and ask me them. Danielle_ on the daily, slide into the DMs. So I talk about the society, which is access to all of my programs, which is more coaching, right? Like I choose micro topics. So little things that I'm going to coach you on, things that I've learned them and teach you about coaching. So then I have people say, well, then what is like your mentorship? Like why hire a mentor? And they're just different, right? Like the difference between a coach and a mentor, or utilizing someone for coaching versus utilizing someone for mentorship, those are very different things. And so I'm going to try to explain those because I think there is some confusion. So coaching is, like I said, you hire me, you jump into a course. Maybe it's selling fiercely, because I'm going to teach you how to sell in a way that is more aligned for you and ultimately going to put more money in your bank account. That is me taking a topic that I have learned from my experience, from other coaches, from wherever, and I'm going to teach it to you. Coaching. You're going to learn a very specific micro skill, right? Maybe it's intuition, authority, power. I'm going to teach you how to incorporate your human design into entrepreneurship. So I'm going to teach you how to use your human design in your business. That's a very specific thing that I'm going to coach you on, right? Mentorship. So when we're talking things like my masterminds, so like Launch with Power, that's launching January 1st, which is a mastermind for newer entrepreneurs looking to launch and scale a new business or business idea, right? That is mentorship, because you're getting like more one-on-one close proximity support from me. But when you go to hire mentorship, and this goes for my private containers, the people in those containers, you're not necessarily looking for me to unlock something for you, right? Like it's not about me unlocking or teaching you something that you don't know. When you decide to invest in high level, close proximity mentorship, what you are doing is you are hiring someone to be your mirror. So, for example, my mastermind clients that I've had in the past, I'm not teaching them anything that they don't know or haven't heard before. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I am holding up a mirror for them to be like, I know you know this, and somehow you've lost your way and you've forgotten it. And I'm going to be the one to show it to you. I'm going to be the one to hold up the mirror for you so that you can like remember, right? So it's someone to walk alongside. Same thing with my private containers. You know, I've had some clients inside of private containers who really like were not leading themselves, and it ended up being a little bit, and when I say private containers, I don't just mean private mentorship. I also mean masterminds. Like I've had people inside of those that probably should have gone the coaching route, because it's not less than, it's just different, right? The people inside of high level, closer proximity mentorship, they're looking for people to hold a mirror to them. They're looking for people to, it's not necessarily that they're going to learn something new, which like they do, of course. Like I do teach things to my private clients that, you know, that maybe they don't know, but it's more about my ability to guide them through things that they could do on their own, but with someone to hold up a mirror and walk with you while you do it, you collapse time and you become more successful. So that's kind of like why hiring a mentor is such a big deal, I think, because I've seen people go, oh, I'm going to hire a mentor. I'm going to hire someone to help me do this. And I want to be, and I had this thought when I put out this giveaway. I did this giveaway that I gave away a spot inside of my mastermind. And I read a lot of the reasons. I asked people to say, like, why would a mastermind benefit you? And a lot of people say, I'm just feeling stuck and I need to overcome my limiting beliefs. And I know that you could help me do that. I know that you could teach me how to do that. Totally, I could. And I do all the time. I do that a lot inside of my coaching containers. I do that a lot inside of like overcoming limiting beliefs. That is literally what that class is designed for. Money Vibe is literally to help you overcome your money story that's keeping you in a loop. Like that's literally what that coaching container is for. But mentorship is more of like, it's a mirror to help you see the power that you already possess. And I think it's easy to mistake mentorship as the thing that gives you your power. But people that are willing to invest in private mentorship, masterminds, you already have power. I'm just here to reflect that back to you. And I'm going to reflect back to you the power that you have. So if you're not leading with your personal power and you're not leading yourself, you're going to feel, I think mentorship can feel frustrating to people in those situations because they're like, I just want you to tell me what to do. And that's not what mentorship's about. Mentorship's about me being able to reflect back to you what you already know and be like, you already know this. And like, let's walk together and like, let me support you while you move through this. So that's kind of what was on my heart for this episode. And I love coaching containers. Like putting out coaching courses is probably my favorite thing to do ever because it's micro topics, right? Like it's easy. It's bite-sized things for people because listen, like you're at a different part of your journey. Like if you're not ready for high level, close proximity mentorship, like that's okay. Nothing's wrong with you. You're just not in that space yet. And like, why try to be in that space when the space that you're in is actually like you're in this beautiful space where you're just ready to absorb information. You're just ready to learn. Take coaching courses, get into group programs, get into master classes, do that. And then when you feel like you're leading yourself and it's not so frustrating for you to like even conceive leading yourself and you're like, okay, yeah, I am leading myself. And it would be really great to have a mentor to support that. That's when you jump into a mastermind, right? And I feel like with Launch with Power, so far the people that we have in there are just these people that like you already started a business, like you already have a business idea. I'm not helping you create your business idea. This is like a good way to explain this. You know, people with Launch with Power, they're like, I want to create a business, but I have no idea what I want to create. And I know that you could help me figure out what to create. That's not my job as a mentor. Mastermind, I'm not here to help you decide what to create. I'm not here to help you determine what content you should post. Like that's not my job. What I'm here to do is when you say like, oh, I have this business idea and this is where I'm getting stuck with this business. I'm there to ask you questions. I'm there to help you like piece it together and be like, oh yeah, okay, so this is your idea. Have you ever thought about it like this? And I feel like everybody that's in Launch with Power so far is like right there. And they're like, I already have this like cool idea. And I just want to like get out of my way. And what I need is like somebody to like mirror back to me what I already know. And like, that's why you join a mastermind. So if that's you, jump in. You don't have to know everything about your business in order to be a part of the Launch with Power mastermind. That's the point of the mastermind, is to like, through the mastermind, you get clearer and clearer and clearer on like what you want your launch to be like, what you want your business to feel like and look like and breathe like every single day. Right. But I don't think a mastermind space is for you if you don't even know what you want to create yet. If that is where you're at and you're like, I know I want to be an entrepreneur, I just don't know where to start, jump into Selling Fiercely, jump into Intuition Authority Power. Those courses are really going to help you kind of like get clear on what you even want to create. And then once you have that, then jump into a mastermind, then work with me one-on-one. You know, there's a reason why working with me one-on-one is expensive. It is a higher ticket. It's a high ticket container because that is a luxury. Like private mentorship is a luxury thing and it shouldn't be taken lightly. And it shouldn't be just something that you'd like do to throw spaghetti at the wall. Like don't invest in private mentorship unless you are ready to truly lead yourself and like work through things, you know, and be able to lead yourself through the hard moments. Because if all you're doing through private mentorship is like trying to have somebody like show you your power, you're wasting your money. That's wasting your money. And I don't want you to waste your money. I want you to like, when you invest in something like that, I want it to like mean something for you. So that's why I offer both. I offer low ticket offers. I offer high ticket containers. And I do that because everybody's at a different stage of their journey, right? I see people that are like brand new in their journey trying to run their business like I run my business. And I'm like, I've been in this game for a long time. You know, I still feel new sometimes in my business, but like I do have more experience and I do have more success so far. And so I am going to run my business different. But when I first started my business, I was scrappy as hell. I was doing things like I was taking calls. I had low ticket offers. And that was because I wanted to grow a brand awareness. I wanted people to know the brand. You will always have to grow a brand before you grow a business. And so I was growing a movement at the beginning. And so I was willing to do so many things that I'm not willing to do now in order to like even just get people I wanted people to know about my brand. I wanted people to know what it was like to work with me. And like, I think those things are important. And so when you're in that space, like work with a coach, get into a coaching program. You're not less than because you're not in a private mentorship container or in a private, like a high ticket mastermind, right? You're not less than if you're, jumping into $111 masterclasses. You're showing that you're here to grow and you're ready to uncover and unlock. And that's why those programs and those masterclasses exist, but don't do nothing. Don't just sit back and be like, I don't know, I'm not good enough. So I'm just not going to do it. Cause that's your ego. That's your ego trying to keep you in the same spot. And like, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good for you. That doesn't feel good for anyone. I think the best way for you to even figure out where you are in this journey is to jump into something. There are so many courses I offer. There are so many programs I have. You can go to my website, DanielleMcCleary.com/courses. Look at all the courses that I offer, right? And if you are ready for mentorship, if you felt like, if that's the other side of the thing, if you've done a lot of coach hopping, let's say you've done this program with this person and this program with this person, or you've done, a couple of my programs and you've done all these things, or you've been a part of different like coaching programs and you're just feeling like you want more, you want deeper conversations, you want to like expand on the way that you're thinking, that's a good sign that you're ready for mentorship. You're ready for higher level mentorship. So don't just stay in coaching because you're afraid of the investment of working with a mentor, because when you're ready for a mentor, you know it, you feel it in your body. And once you make that investment, the conversations happening are incredible, right? And I'm not saying like, because you have a new business, you're not ready for mentorship, because there's people that'll start a business, but they've been in a leadership role for years and years and years and years. So like, this was me, right? Like I've been a leader for a long time. So when I started my coaching business, I was ready for a mentor right away. Like I wasn't trying to I knew what I wanted. I knew that I had the power to lead myself and I was ready to jump into a mentorship container. Now, did I still invest in coaching programs? Like, absolutely I did. I still do. There's still coaching programs that I'll see that I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to do that. But the higher level mentorship is really when you start to just feel that pull that you're ready for somebody to like be your mirror. And you're, and that's the other thing. When you're ready for higher level mentorship, you got to be ready for tougher conversations. You got to be ready for someone to call you on your shit. You got to be ready for those things. And if you're not, that's okay. A lot of us aren't at the beginning. And that is why you jump into coaching programs. Because when you're ready for that higher level mentorship, you are ready for those conversations. You're ready to do the shadow work on a deeper level. You're ready to come back to it over and over and over again. You're ready for someone to be like, I see right through this bullshit that you're putting out right now. And I know that you're better than what you're putting out. That's what mentorship is going to give you. So I hope this was helpful. Come tell me about it on Instagram. Let me know how you felt about this episode. As we approach the new year, I just think there's so many people that are like, okay, what am I going to jump into? What am I going to jump into? And hopefully this is helpful for you to kind of like decide what you want to be a part of in the new year. I have lots of ways to work with me. Again, DanielleMcCleary.com. Go and see every way to work with me. Click on the courses, click on the work with me tab. And also come to Instagram and message me and I will help you figure out like where you should go. But don't just wait another year. Don't let another year pass you by where you're like, oh, well, I'm too old, or I haven't done this work, or I'm scared to do this work. We're all scared to do this work, but this is the work that sets you free. On that note, I love ya, and I'll be back on Friday with a very special kind of New Year's episode. Love you all. Bye.